Hello Internet, I'm Tekosatsu and this is a Company of Heroes Shoutcast. Yes, Company of Heroes, not Men of War. I have not given up Men of War or anything like that, but recently I've been watching Tales of Heroes and they just seem to be having so much fun in Company of Heroes, and I've been sort of wanting a real-time strategy game other than Men of War, something more contained and simple, and unfortunately I'm no good at StarCraft and there are already enough StarCraft casters, so back to Company of Heroes. Today we have a match between Gunnersmate and Freed0m. Gunnersmate back to Company of Heroes too. He's been gone for a while. If that's a familiar name, that's great. If it's not, that's not a problem. If I'm a familiar name, that's great. If not, then that's not a problem. I have DirectX 10 turned on my graphics card, so we get tiny little flowers, and we'll go ahead and start casting this thing. Don't have to count down or anything. Back in the old days of Company of Heroes shoutcasting, way back when, we used to give everybody MP3s and they'd have to sync them up with their own replays downloaded at home. But no, now it's all on YouTube. It's the future. And oh, I should turn off Fog of War, shouldn't I? That would be a good idea. It's the future, and unfortunately the future looks a lot like the past because it's Wehrmacht versus Americans. But that's not unfortunate, that's fortunate, because that's one of the nicest matchups in Company of Heroes. Maybe the nicest matchup. Certainly doesn't have the British in there, so that's good. Nobody likes the British. Not even in Company of Heroes. And pretty standard. 2 Pyos, 2 engineers, no building in here. So really it's 3 engineers. And okay, so it looks like it's engineer spam because we have a 4th engineer coming out. And so when I said standard, I was lying to you. The first of many lies I'm going to tell you in order to get you to eventually send me some money. I could use some money. How much do you spend per month on food? I've been trying to calculate that. I have a Excel spreadsheet all planned out, but it's too early to start. Well, I was about to say it's too early to start talking about non-Company hero stuff, but it's not too early. The early time is the best time to start talking about random nonsense because there's nothing happening. Look, it's the tactical map. Oh, things are moving. I'm so excited. Oh, look, this guy's building something. About time. Get your barracks up. Alright, so we do have a bit of engineer spam going on. We see 1, 2, 3, 4. There's got to be a 4th over here, right? Yeah, why was that guy not showing up on the tactical map? Cloaked engineers, this guy's hacking. Hacking. Stealth engineers. Wow, these 2 guys are hiding inside each other. These are some tricky people. Man, Company Heroes has changed so much. Stealth technology for engineers, 4 engineer squads, and what's coming out of the barracks? We don't know, because we're not watching. Oh, look, it's a motorcycle. So folks, we're getting a motorcycle right off the bat. Freed0m heard the motorcycle. He is not hacking, despite when I just said he was hacking. Well, he's hacking to get his engineers cloaked, but he's not hacking to get the bike. He can hear the bicycle, because the bicycle is using one of those loud-ass engines, and he can hear it through the fog of war. If you hover over the opponent's base, you can hear all sorts of crazy stuff going on. And if you hover over this guy right here, you can hear all sorts of crazy stuff going on. Don't know why he charged his motorcycle right into here. It's just gonna get gang raped by the grease guns that the engineers carry. Much better job over here standing behind cover and firing at people who are capping. Not gonna do a lot of damage, but that's okay. He's just hoping to force these people off, and is likely gonna succeed. Really have to be very careful with the motorcycle. It cannot reverse. One of the many reasons that Tales of Valor is shit like from a butt is that one of those unlockable units for the Panzer Elite, the for the Wehrmacht, sorry, the Schwimmwagen. What's going on over here? Nothing. Whoa, shit. That sucks. So there goes the engineer spam. One of the unlockable units for the Wehrmacht, the Schwimmwagen MG42 bicycle replacement, that thing can reverse, and that throws off the balance, because the bike, well, okay, maybe it doesn't throw off the balance, it's more expensive. The bike is only 180 manpower versus 220 for the Jeep, maybe 210, but the bike is a lot weaker, and really importantly, it cannot reverse. It can only drive forward, just like real motorcycles. So you get into some really thorny places if you get too close too fast. Gunnersmate, though, knows exactly what he's doing, does not get too close too fast, takes some damage on his bike, but was able to bait that enemy engineer squad and kill it. And really, that's something that a bike can do very well, because no matter how much damage your bike takes, and look, it's right back to full health, you can repair it. And that's really important, especially in the beginning of the game when nobody has any way to heal any of their units. But it's also important because the Wehrmacht does not have any way to heal their units aside from medpacks. So it's nice to have something like a bike soaking up the damage, because for the United States you can sort of, wow, way to force a retreat with a half-health Pioneer squad. I guess he forced a retreat because this guy reevaluated the situation, or he hit the wrong button. I don't think you can blame your mouse for a retreat, dude. The hotkey is T. Does your mouse have a T button on it? No, I didn't think so. Maybe your mouse has T on it because you spilled some, but What was I saying? Oh yeah, the bike. If you're Americans or something, you can take some damage on your infantry squad sort of in the beginning. You see this sort of damaged engineer, and you know, it's not great, but you know, you can take some damage on him because eventually you can build a medic thing to heal him up. Wehrmacht, any damage you take from the very beginning of the game to the very end, that's not going away unless you spend munitions, or unless you're playing a team game with the Panzer Elite and they build a Healy house sort of thing, but that's cheating. So, I'm not super happy with the Americans' play so far in this game, walking around in a big old blob. We have a second MG42 out from the Wehrmacht, and Gunnersmate is dominating. Maybe that's why no one shoutcasted this game, because they watched it and he was dominating. But that's okay, because he's Gunnersmate, and we get to watch him dominate, even though he doesn't have any of the VPs capped yet. Pay attention to that, folks, because he might get in trouble later on. But right now he's just going for the resources, and he's doing quite well, although the American kind of taking him back. Yeah, again, using his bike to take damage. The other thing about the bike is that it's very, very good at taking damage, not just because you can repair it and it doesn't cost you anything, although it does cost you manpower to repair. Whenever you're repairing, your manpower income goes down, down, down by a few little bits. This is looking a little ugly. Okay, I said some nasty things about the American earlier, but now he's got a good flank going on, and he's got his engineers in the buildings so they can't get hurt, and he's somehow, I don't know what Gunnersmate picked up that MG42 for. That was a bad idea, but I guess he lured them back into this other MG42. Oh, this is gonna be deadly! Oh, no! Oh, Americans were banking on the bars popping up in the middle of the fight and completely switching momentum, but he took too many losses too fast, got himself mired into a sort of Vietnam sort of situation, and now all we can do is listen to Fortunate Son by Creedence Clearwater Revival, and that's a good song. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the bike is good at tanking damage early on and later on, but later on it'll probably just blow up. Not just because it's repairable with the magical hovering wrench from the Pioneers, but because it's got a very high target priority. Anything auto-targeting, when the AI auto-targets, pretty much everyone's going to shoot the bike first. So you drive that stuff sort of in front of your enemy, and if they're issuing move orders, like they're maneuvering for a flank or something, their troops, while they're moving, also are going to fire at the bike, although right now the engineers are not doing that, but that's just because they're not in range. Because obviously if your opponent gets to choose who they're going to attack, they're probably going to tell them to attack something other than the bike. This is a nice job by the Americans. You see he's moving rapidly to get around the side of this house because he doesn't want, the machine gun has to switch windows to shoot at him, and before it can do that, ooh, flamed out, and once again, players banking on the upgrade popping in the middle of the fight to turn, and this time Gunnersmate banking on those MB40s. Too little, too late, has to run away from the Bard Rifleman, but that's not going to work. He's going to run towards the Bard Rifleman. Ooh, good play by both players, getting in real close with these Riflemen to try and take out the machine gun. Not able to do it. Ooh, MP40's tearing them up. Maybe should have been a little more cautious with those Riflemen, but who can fault someone for being too uncautious? I can't. Oh, now I can, because he lost his squad. Well, we're at Tier 3 already for the Wehrmacht. That went by faster than I was noticing. And you know what I don't have to do? Time sync. That's another thing we had to do back in the old Company of Hero days. For those of you who are not familiar with me, I am Tekosochu. I am not the oldest shoutcaster by far. There are many way older shoutcasters than me, but definitely a venerable shoutcaster in terms of things, and I used to be in charge of the GameReplays.org shoutcasting section. But nowadays, I have to give blowjobs behind the 7-Eleven to make my money. It's pretty bad. But we see this motorcycle really standing up. Imagine all the damage that this motorcycle has taken. If that had been dumped into infantry this entire game, Gunnersmate would not be looking anywhere near as good as Gunnersmate is currently looking. And he is looking very good, that handsome devil Gunnersmate. Oh, he shot a medic. He's no longer handsome. It's like Knights of the Old Republic, where if you do evil stuff, you start to look uglier and uglier. Or even Mass Effect 2. God damn, that was stupid. I'm not even going to talk about Mass Effect 2. I'm not happy with where they're going with that series. But what's going on in the game? American really on the back foot, despite pulling off some interesting flanks. I think he's just taken too many losses. Here's one of those interesting flanks. Not too many losses. Getting his flames in the fight. Well, how are these flame pioneers going to do? If the American get both of his flame engineers onto this bunker, that's going to be bad. But he makes a better decision. Push off the MG42 first and simultaneously flaming the bunker. Wonderful job by the American. Almost takes the bike out. Does not take the bike out yet. But oh, is the bike going to die? Is the bike going to die? Is the bike going to? Can he go all the way? He is out of there. Oh, but this bunker is going down. He is not defensive. You'll notice if you look over here, this little Company of Heroes logo, that will change to your Doctrine logo whenever you choose a Doctrine. That's really only useful if you're watching replay, because obviously if you're playing, you'll know where your Doctrine is. Oh, look at this damage! Wehrmacht is taking his... Oh, we're gonna lose a folks right here. He is dead. Oh, so bad. Wonderful flank by the American. Did a great job getting his flamethrowers into the fight, and did an even better job pushing off this MG42 down here. That won him the fight, basically, and now the Wehrmacht can only watch from a distance as his MP40 folks right here take pot shots, get pot shotted at, and suddenly the American realizes, holy shit, I am doing really well. Why don't I just run up and kill everybody? And the Wehrmacht is like, holy shit, I am not doing very well. Why don't I just run away and cry to my mama? Oh, but we have a Puma, clutch Puma coming out. How did the Puma fit in this building? I don't know. Clutch Puma coming out. It is going to annihilate the American, because does he have any sticky bombs? I don't know. We'll never know. Oh, he tries to pull a repeat, and actually probably would have done it on this MG42. Look at that. Flame takes out the gunner. Probably would have taken it out, except Clutch Puma comes in and starts to own face. Own face. Oh, he's telling it to move instead of to attack, which is the right idea, but that means he can't target the engineer. And so the Puma is wasting a shot, shooting it right from it. It'd be nice to wipe out the squad. Is he going to wipe out these squads? If I were him, I would chase all the way into the base. Don't build a... Oh, that's a motor pool. It looked like a second barracks. I was going to make fun of him. Chase all the way into the base. Kill all these motherfuckers. Oh, oh, oh. Don't shoot the... Okay, yeah, actually shoot the engineers. They'll take extra damage because they're building. Oh, but this guy hops in the... Oh, this is terrible. Oh, Clutch Puma is killing everybody. Meanwhile... a building. Meanwhile, oh god, everything's dying, although it hasn't killed anything since we last looked. Whoa, really made the right decision, called in some emergency rangers, and rangers very good against the Puma if they can get close enough, otherwise the Puma's going to kite them. How is this looking? Oh, he's got flames close enough. This is going to be painful with a capital pain, and it's another Puma. And let's go see how Mr. Puma's doing. Rangers are chasing him. Very good if they can get close enough, but typically they can't get close enough. They'll get kited. If you want, you can do some risky fire-up stuff, sort of get him close to the Puma and destroy it. But now is the Wehrmacht's time to shine. After a brief loss as the U.S. pushed him off the map, he turned out to just be biding time till Tier 3 could do its delicious Tier 3 stuff. And do we have any grenadiers on the map? No, despite this medic bunker being up for God knows how long, it somehow has no corpses because the American has been vigilant about shooting the medics. Why did I say vigilant? Vigilant is not a word. Oh, American really hurting. Only one little engineer squad, not even building the motor pool because he wants to go on the offensive, but he's not going to go on the offensive while the Pumas are on the prowl. What noise does a Puma make? Probably like... I mean the animal, obviously, not the vehicle. We know what noise the vehicle makes because it's right here. Okay, so I lied about this little icon being your doctrine. It's this icon, I guess. If you hit escape while you're viewing a replay, it's this icon. That's your doctrine. And we can tell that he's terror because he's got propaganda war. Don't shoot your own bunker. God, you guys are retarded. Rangers. Where did you get your ranger degree? Stupid school? Don't go to stupid school, guys. It's a waste of tuition money. Trust me. So finally capping some VPs for the Wehrmacht. Opponents only at 497, so basically the VPs were capped like 2 seconds ago, and it's just by fortuitous coincidence I decided to say something about it. How these Pumas are making... Holy shit, there's 3. That is more Pumas than probably exist in the wild now, because we're clear-cutting Brazilian rainforests faster than you can say, do Pumas even live in Brazil? I don't know. So this is bad for the Americans. All he has to do is... Oh, wow. Actually, that's nice. If he can get bazooka shot... Bazookas, nope. Although this this Puma is dangerously close. I'm telling you, if you can get close with Rangers, you can take out the Pumas. It was the Puma driving close to the Rangers. That's okay. He's within a building, presumably. The Puma... What the fuck are you doing, Mr. Puma? Don't get so close to the Rangers. I was lying about him being able to get away because those Rangers are immobile in the building. Don't get close to Rangers with your Pumas. You can kite for a reason, guys. And still no Grenadiers on the field. Look at that bazooka. Nice work. Probably trying to sticky bomb these things. I would imagine he's gotten sticky bombed by now once he saw it was Puma City. 50% off deal for Pumas, apparently. Yeah, look, I was talking about the bike. They have a higher target priority, so the Rangers fired the bike. Really, Wehrmacht, I believe, asleep at the wheel, having lost the bike and a Puma, and almost losing this Puma. Probably out of range now from the Rangers, and these tummy guns fairly ineffectual at this distance. And since he's got this MG42 overlooking... Oh, nope, he can't. Nice flank going on, like what the Americans are doing, capping on the edge of the map. Also, look over here, check it out, that's amazing. But, back to here, what's going on? Oh, Rangers fire up, trying to kill the Puma, unfortunately attack the hay bale. And if he loses any more of these Rangers, that's gonna get expensive. expensive. Rangers are not cheap. Rangers have to be fed only the finest cat food, so you gotta get the wet stuff from the cans. Can't just buy a bunch of bags of anything. Or maybe they don't eat cat food. I might be wrong. Do Rangers eat cat food? Someone let me know. I'm guessing no, actually. So getting a triage center, great idea. Rangers, like I said, super expensive. Premium cat food, gotta keep them healed up so that you don't have to keep reinforcing them. Also, you don't want them dropping bazookas left and right, because then your opponent gets the bazookas. But the latest patched Company of Heroes, who saw that coming? They actually patched the game like 20 years after everyone stopped playing. I'm just kidding, people still play. But the latest patch fixed it so that Ranger bazookas only drop about as much as bazookas normally drop, because apparently before they dropped about as much as people drop from a League of Legends game if your team is losing. I'm just kidding, they don't, because you get labeled as a leaver or something. I don't know. I don't really play League of Legends except with friends. Sometimes we have a Compcraft Center, and what's that, infantry or support weapon? I can never tell. I'm clicking on it a lot, but that's really not helping, so I don't know why I'm doing that. So he chose Terror quite a while ago, but clearly has not used Propaganda War. You might be wondering, why did he bother choosing Terror if he wasn't going to use Propaganda War ever? Yeah, there we go, machine gun finally opening up. American, not so much with the flanks, was probably just aiming to move out, get some sight for his AT gun. Oh, here's the Propaganda War. And indeed, the sight for his AT gun is letting him shoot this Puma, but really not worth it, because he's getting killed. Oh, maybe worth it. Wow. Dude, get out of there. 57mm opens up on your Pumas, you get out, and I don't care how safe you think you are. Oh god, it's the shack, really bad. Yeah, gonna have to move because this shack is the most amazing shack ever in the history of the world. There is no truck under it. I thought there was a truck under it. Maybe they removed the truck, maybe the truck is dead. That shack will take more punishment than sadomasochist on his birthday. What was I saying earlier? Oh yeah, your Puma starts getting shot by 57mm. Get out of dodge! I don't care how safe you think you are. One lucky 57mm armor piercing round is gonna blow up your Puma. Obviously not one, but since you've already been shot, two might do it. And more importantly, the second shot might take out your engine, and then you're in trouble. Crack support units, so Vet 2 support units. Why did I move away from the fight? Vet 2 support units makes these machine guns a beast! I think it's some sort of reload thing. Also gives you heroic armor, I believe, on your flame piles and your machine guns and stuff, so that is good shit! Yeah, get out if you hear 57mm shooting at your Puma, unless you have something really important for the Puma to do. Look at those piles not getting hurt. That's that heroic armor, or whatever it's called. Also, the American, he really moved up in a clump in that attack and paid for it by getting suppressed with machine guns in the later Propaganda War when he tried to split up a bit. But really, he moved up in a clump, I think, because he was trying to scout for his 57mm. Really just wanted to reveal the location of the Puma and get some shots in on that, and then he was going to push forward slowly. But it really didn't work out for him. He hid behind the building and in the building, but the flame piles pushed him off. So, wow, don't get suppressed. And here we go, splitting up his forces. Look, pincer movement coming in on the Puma. Can he get it all the way? No. Wow, this place looks like no man's land. What happened over here? Was it always like that? Oh, Nebelwerfer complete. This is gonna get ugly. Uglier than your mama. It's gonna be bad. Oh, and clutch Propaganda War. Like I was talking about earlier, some people may wonder, why did he go Terror so early? He didn't use his Propaganda War until like 20 minutes later. Oh, there's a sticky bomb. So yes, he has sticky bombs. And kaboom, immobilized, and the Puma does not realize it's immobilized, so it backs up a bit, and then it's like, wait, what am I doing? What am I doing? I can't go anywhere, I'm immobilized. Wonderful place to get immobilized, though. AT gun is going to have to go all the way over here to shoot, and whoa, another one just for good luck. These guys are going to run out of socks, because the sticky bombs are made out of socks. Oh, and it's the off-map artillery! Oh, twofer. That was impressive. Managed to get his pyros out, but not much else, so suddenly things are looking nice for the Americans. Whoa, what is this Nebelwerfer doing here? By the way, there's a weapons support center. What is this Nebelwerfer doing here? So back to the question I've tried to answer like 6 times now. Hey, look, the Wehrmacht's doing very well in map control, and always has been, and always will be. Back to the question I've been trying to answer 7 times now. Why did he go Terror so early if he wasn't going to use Propaganda War until I had already talked about it 6 times? The answer is that once you have 2 or more CPs in the bank, your rate of earning CPs goes down. And in fact, the Company Heroes Mythbusters did a post sort of episode thing about this. I love the Company Heroes Mythbusters, guys. I love the Mythbusters. I love the Company Heroes Mythbusters. I even love the fucking Call of Duty Bad Company 2 Mythbusters, even though those are shit on YouTube and it's not funny or anything. But I just love the whole sort of, wow, sniper shooting. Look at all this stuff. I'm gonna shut up for a while. Oh, beautiful. Oh, no, 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 don't get killed, Mr. Sniper. Look at that. Wonderful defensive job, wonderful offensive job. Both players playing at the top of their game. Do these guys have Tommy guns? Of course they have Tommy guns. What is going? Flanks in so many directions. He's got his AT gun showing about off-map artillery coming in on this AT. Oh my god! Off-map artillery plus the AT gun takes it out. Wonderful push by the Allies, but the Wehrmacht still holding on, moving in to take out this AT gun. Sniper retreats to the Healy house, and he's going all the way. Oh, look at grievous injuries inflicted on the Wehrmacht, and he's really not going to be able to hold this. But manages to wipe out this AT gun. Will he take out this rifle squad? Oh, oof! This heroic armor going quite a ways on these piles. Wonderful job, I have to say, by both players. Really impressed. That was a great flank by the Americans, attacking on all angles. Took out the thing, the bunker, why was my ground fuzzy? Yeah, yeah, that was great. And great job by the American, of course, using his sniper and support and everything, keeping it alive. Oh, remanning this AT gun, that's very risky. 2 people, low health, gotta pack it up and run. Good job there. Wow, lucky he got out of there. Oh, main gun destroyed. Lucky critical on the Puma. If that had been the engine, that would be the end of that Puma. Very, very lucky. Holy cow. What a wonderful game. How come no one shoutcasted this? I'm sure someone has already, and I'm gonna duplicate their efforts. Run away, little Niebuhr. Can't believe you're alive. What is making that noise? Man, Puma, shut up. Anyways, Company of Heroes and Mythbusters, you can look up the post on the GameReplays.org forums, did a whole thing about CPs. If you have 2 or more CPs in the bank, your rate of earning is lower. Wow, Hero Rangers chasing these things down with fire up. If they can get their bazookas to blow up this Niebuhr, that will be wonderful. Wonderful, I tell you. Oh, shoots the ground. Dude, this isn't Quake. You can't do it like that. And now they have to get out. But since they don't lose anybody on the retreat or in the sticking around, that's okay, because they'll just heal up the back of the... What the... Oh. I thought the Rangers paused to blow up the haystack before they ran, but that was just the AT gun trying to shoot the Fox Grenadiers. But as we all know, the AT gun has magical inaccuracy against Fox Grenadiers. That's not working. And this is going to be a deadly attack for the Wehrmacht. Deadly in terms of losing a lot of people, because this sniper's picking people off, the bars are picking people off. All he has to do is decrew the AT gun, though, is what he was going for, so his Pumas have free reign. But the, oh, now it's a Niebuhr. This could be bad. American cuts his losses and runs. I think he made the right choice. Not going to be able to save this AT gun, I think, because, well, I guess he can't really move in with machine guns, but whatever. American probably going to have to try and take this back. So American really on the back foot this entire game, but has been making some wonderful efforts to push forward, and I just want to give him a big wet sloppy kiss, because he's been doing so good. I'm not gay. Yeah, Company of Heroes Mythbusters tested it and everything, although, frankly, this was on coh-stats.com since, like, the day the game came out, and everybody knew this, I thought. But they still tested it, and I like their testing methodology, so I'm giving them a shout-out. Anyways, if you have more than 2 CPs, your CP earning rate goes down, and this is going to be really bad. Yeah, ooh, that was really bad for the Allies. Suppressed in a clump. Spent 3 people to recrew this thing and immediately died. Got his sniper suppressed along with the others, flanked by the engineers, cut down, so... yeah, not as much luck as normal, buddy. This could get ugly. How are these piles gonna do? Very well, it turns out. Taking... Oh, wait, no, they lost one. Oh, too bad. Don't die! Well, you know, I tried. I did my best. So now you're saying, Tycho, if you've been whammering on and on and on about this stupid goddamn Mythbuster CP thing, why is he saving up 3? Well, he's gonna King Tiger, obviously. What do you think he's saving up 3 CPs for? We can't click on this, can we? How many Pumas is this guy gonna buy? Wow, he stole the AT gun. Oh, that's good. Clears a breach and get ready to load. Unfortunately, they don't get veterancy on the stolen AT gun for some reason. But Americans get veterancy on their stolen AT guns. Obviously, they have to earn it, but whatever. Sniper! Scheisse! Sniper shit. I guess he's just stepped into something. Well, shut down, although it will provide a good bait so the sniper can shoot. Unfortunately, now the Puma's gonna rape him. Whoa, he managed to cloak. Not for long. Uh-oh, elite support units. This is getting messy. Wehrmacht targeting the sniper, and he is going down. No, he isn't. That's the luckiest sniper I have seen in the history of Company of Heroes, I think. He survived like 18 Puma shots just because he was retreating and he got the accuracy bonus. But America made a bit of a mistake, I would say. He was baiting the machine gun by putting all his infantry here and then letting the sniper shoot him. But if he had put one more squad over kind of on the left, he would have taken a lot less damage here, because the machine gun does more damage the more people it's firing at. So if you're firing at 3 squads like it was, he actually lost a couple people on his flank, where what he could have done is just run a rifleman squad over there and just get suppressed and pinned, and then it probably wouldn't have taken any losses, although with a Vet 3 machine gun it probably would have taken some losses anyways. But you only need 1 squad to get suppressed, alright? You only need 1 squad for the bait. It's not like better bait or something when you put more squads. Don't move in a clump. How many machine guns have you seen this game? Yeah, now he's splitting up a bit. And also, he could have stuck his Rangers over here, because, frankly, a Puma was kind of inevitable, we might say. And he could have fought that off better. But, still, going fairly well for the Americans in this fight, although I don't understand. Wow, Puma's dead. I don't understand why the Pumas weren't tearing up the infantry even better, but 2 Ranger squads really putting a hurt. You see these 4 bazookas. Oh, wow, lucky Pumas. Oh, no! Oh, look at that name over for... Oh, no! Oh, holy shit. Wow, he is extremely lucky he did not lose any squads or any bazookas, because he made it out of there with 2 Rangers. That's going to cost more to reinforce than my rent each month. Although, admittedly, my rent is fairly low, because I'm living in university-subsidized housing, which is nice because I'm in a really nice neighborhood. See how my terrain is blurry by the edges? That's because the game doesn't load it until you're actually looking at it. If we zoom in a bit, it's also because I'm zoomed out. This is a habit I do. Whoa! Sniper. Okay, well, let's hockey this guy, by the way. 14 kills. Hero sniper. Oh, this got hurt. But I want to look over here. Oh, too late. Maybe we can... No, these guys were salvaging munitions, just in case you don't know about that, because it is a fairly underutilized skill. The Wehrmacht can salvage munitions. Just click on one of your pioneers. You can also repair stuff. Click on one of your pioneers, find some dead-ass vehicle. We don't have a dead-ass vehicle, but then you right-click on it, and they will suck munitions out of it like a vampire sucks. Oh, look, here's one. See, it turns into a little meow, 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 and then you can right-click on it, and they'll be like, what's up? And they'll be like, munitions. And they suck munitions out of it like a vampire sucks life out of a rat. What was I? Oh yeah, I'm in rent-controlled housing in a really nice neighborhood. Is that what I was saying? I feel like, oh no. I instinctively, whenever Company Hero starts, whenever I get into a match, I do this. Zoom out a little bit with my mouse wheel, because, yes, seeing that extra, oh, that pioneer, oh god, why is he doing off-map artillery here? All he's got to do is force him to split. Well, when it is such a clusterfuck of vehicle, oh, I don't know, I don't think retreating in this direction was your best bet, buddy, although, he didn't die yet. When it's a clusterfuck of vehicles, they will sort of spaz out when you tell them all to escape. Oh, it's the King Tiger. They will spaz out when you try and tell them to escape. If your micro is not good enough to give them each individual orders, they'll sort of mill around, and then you can catch them under the artillery. But so I guess he ran this way instead of this way, because this way would have been backing out, and he wanted to be as fast as possible. So now we have a King Tiger, and Americans are fucked, I think. End of the game. Even with 2 Ranger squads and a 57mm with armor-piercing rounds, he's not going to be able to do much when there's all these Pumas. And even if there weren't all these Pumas. So the Wehrmacht is down. Well, no. Wehrmacht is going to own face now. Because he can just park the King Tiger there. Unit snipes. Let's click on the sniper. 15 kills. He can just park the King Tiger wherever he wants. And if it starts to get hurt, he can just start it to back up. And if it starts to get really hurt, he can bring in the Nebelwerfer. And it starts to get super duper hurt and the Rangers come in for the kill, he can just prop war till the cows come home, because he has 400-something munitions. And the sniper, really cool cat. Most people would have just turned tail and retreated the second they heard that Nebelwerfer coming, but the sniper's like, nah, I'm gonna stick around, you know, see what happens. Take my chances, a rocket lands on me, a rocket lands on me, you know. Look at this thing. This has got to be the 2nd or 3rd time it's been Nebelwerfered. And this thing is barely hurt. I tell you, this shack is made out of the best building materials known to man. If we could build... Oh, I was about to make a 9/11 joke, but some people get... Well, no, fine. If we had built the World Trade Centers out of this stuff, they would not have collapsed in on themselves. They would have collapsed on the rest of New York, and it would have been worse. So, count your blessings. Yeah, American should... obviously should not give up at this point. There is always hope, but it's just really bad 57mm from the front, Rangers from the side and from the front. It's just not going to happen. This Nebelwerfer is going to land directly on all these people. Oh, you know why. You know why this Nebelwerfer is firing again. Vet 3 Nebelwerfer means minus 30 seconds on the cooldown. Normal cooldown on Nebelwerfer, 90 seconds. Vet 3 Nebelwerfer cooldown, 60 seconds. That is a big difference. Puma's dead, but it's really not going to be enough. I guess if he does the whole attrition thing really well, oh, lose the Ranger Squad, that's probably going to be it. If he does the whole attrition thing really well, I could see him pulling it out, but I'm going to call this for the Wehrmacht at this point, because it's King Tiger. I don't want to be so defeatist. Puma is still the lamest unit in this game. Well, okay, whatever. It's because you're fighting 8 of them. Infantry under attack. That's unfortunate. So, oh, nice sniper. I like this guy. He's already hot Q1. Let's name him Franklin, after Benjamin Franklin, the world's first sniper. Citation needed. Oh, look, flowers. I could look at flowers all day until a bird shows up, then I look at the bird. These are interesting flowers. They're very yellow. Yep. Look at these. Whoop, whoop. What's your main? This is his main. This is Gunnersmate. God, people these days no respect for the elders. Gunnersmate is famous. Gunnersmate bit a Puma in half, and the Puma bled CPs, and he ate the CPs, and he shat out Pershings. This might not have happened. This is from memory, and I'm very old. In Company of Heroes years. Company of Heroes years are like dog years. What's going on over here? Wow, these guys are just, yeah. Meanwhile, Gunnersmate have 547 munitions. You are level 4? I don't know what level he is. He's level infinity because he's Gunnersmate. Gunnersmate has been away for 2 years. Wow. So I guess it's okay for people not to know who he is. He's been away for almost as long as me, or longer. I don't know. I don't have a very good sense of time. What time is it? I'm gonna look at my watch. It is 22:35 minus about 10 minutes because my watch is really bad. Wow. Did you see that? Here's a little bit of something flying. Physics in Company Heroes can get kinda weird. If we go over this, and then we go over here, if you look really closely, we'll do it again, the Pumas will bounce a bit. Oh, well, maybe they didn't do it that time. Let's get ready. Whoop. Well, they didn't do it, but, you know, if you go away and then back, you get this sort of hydraulics effect. Well, I really gotta hand it to the American player for not giving up, but, yeah, I mean, lucky hits on the Puma is still not gonna be enough. And since we have the reduced cooldown on this Nebelwerfer, how many kills does it have? 17, not bad. Since we have the reduced cooldown on the Nebelwerfer, that's just gonna make every assault a pain in the ass for the allies, unless he's attacking more than once every 60 seconds. It's just gonna be Nebelwerfer barrage every time he moves in. That's the sort of Sophie's Choice thing. You can retreat, and maybe take Nebelwerfer on the back, or you can charge forward, maybe take Nebelwerfer on the front end. And look, he prop wars, extraneous prop war. Don't know what that was for. Worried about a sticky bomb, I guess. You know, he's got the munitions for us. Still at 530 something. So yeah, he's got us in the bag. Where's that sniper? Hello, sniper. Longa, probably how you say it. I don't know. Maybe it's not even a place. I think a place exists. Very munitions heavy map, like Angeville, so he can afford to do these prop wars. And despite the double AT guns, although it's a single AT gun now, despite the double AT guns opening up for this King Tiger, he doesn't have anything to worry about. And here we go, Nebelwerfer. I don't know why he bothered carrying that AT gun. Yeah, you just lost a Fuchsritter squad, buddy. Maybe he's trying to bait the Rangers into blowing it up with a bazooka, but yeah, honestly, not even close. Wow, interesting push. Pumas are absent without leave. You know, spends a prop war to get himself out of the sticky situation, but Pumas were really absent from that, and so the Allies got dangerously close. And if they had piled on with 6 sticky bombs and 18 bazookas crammed right down this hatch, then maybe they would have done 10% of the damage. This guy is funny. He hides when the fighting starts. Let's get a look at him. Yeah, look, he's hiding. Oh man, but that's a good idea. Wow, Vet 3 sniper. Well, obviously he's Vet 3. He starts that way, and unfortunately this sniper whiffs the shot. That's to be expected. I think they get some evasion at Vet 3, or maybe the Allies get that. I don't know. Maybe both get it. Boom, boom, off-map artillery. Yeah, not happening. Still, props for trying. You know what's coming out soon? Red Orchestra 2. I am pumped about that, and I'm reminded of that because you can drive tanks in that and go in and out of hatches and stuff. This could be a good game. Maybe I'll make some videos of Red Orchestra 2 when that comes out. And those will be in 1080p hopefully because I have a new monitor on the way. My monitor is 1280 by 1024, so you're wondering why is this 720p, Tygo? It's because I'm running my game all googly stretched out while I'm recording in Fraps, and oh, that was painful, and that was painful too. But it looks fine when I upload it to YouTube, obviously, because I'm recording it native res for YouTube. But I'm getting a nice new, brand new from Woot, well, refurbished, $130 1920 by 1080 monitor, so that'll be nice. Record some nice high-res gameplay for you guys. And, well, really gotta give props to Mr. Ally for not giving up, but this King Tiger is just a pain to deal with, and what you gotta be able to do to take it out is to get some map superiority, just to surround it, get sticky bombs on it, and start calling in the off-maps, the bazookas, and that is just not something you can do when there's Vet 3 support units holding you down, aka machine guns and Nebo-Werfers, because when those are on the field, it makes it very difficult to push into a concentrated area. Your other option, of course, is to play Ring Around the Rosie from the King Tiger. Send your infantry off all into far corners of the map, exploring like Magellan was exploring for spices or whatever the fuck Magellan was doing. But the danger with that is that you leave your base open and the King Tiger just drives in and kills everything. So it's really a lose-lose situation, and the only way to do it is to take out the King Tiger or to force it back, do enough damage to make it not able to fight, and American just not able to pull this one off. And of course, obviously, the prop war makes that even harder and harder. So, gotta give props to the Americans for doing a great job throughout the match, doing some wonderful offensives, some good flanks, but just not able to keep it together against Gunnersmate, who clearly still has his mojo after many years of being gone. Do I still have my mojo? Playing-wise, I don't know. I only played 2 games, and I lost one, and I won the other. So maybe I still have my mojo, maybe I don't. Casting-wise, you guys will have to decide if I still have my mojo or if I sold it all to some dude for money, because I could use some more money. Snipers. Let's watch the snipers, because there's not an actual game to watch anymore. I hear a Nebo-Werfer firing. Oh, shoot. Yo, sniper KIA, and he still doesn't have Vet 3. 26 kills on the allied sniper, including a Vet 3 Wehrmacht sniper, and he still does not have Vet 3. What does it take to get veterancy 3 on an allied sniper? Well, the answer, we may never know, because he just got prop board, and now he's running back into the explosives. Cowards attacker. You know how annoyed Gunnersmate is at this? Oh, this is a hot, steamy Pioneer brothel, but now it isn't. You know how annoyed Gunnersmate is at that sniper? He bought a motorcycle. What is lame? What is lame, Freed0m? Are you still pissed off about these Pumas? What is wrong with a Puma? That's a Firestorm, so this is gonna be ugly. Are you ready? Are you ready to rumble? Boom! Oh, kaboom, kaboom, kaboom. All he's doing is taking out the barracks, obviously. Firestorm, pretty good. Those Pumas are not killable. What do they mean they're not killable? You've killed like 3. The problem is that he's making like 8 of them because he's held like more than 50% of the map the entire time. Yeah, you've killed a bunch. Thank you, Gunnersmate, doing my job, but why don't you stick with playing and let me talk? I'm just kidding. But with infantry, yeah, AT sucks. I wouldn't say that. Rangers are extremely effective if your opponent is not able to kite, either because they suck or because you've baited them into a trap or because you forced them to fight. And in fact, we have seen Gunnersmate lose some Pumas to these Rangers. So, I guess recoilless rifles are better, is what he's saying. But that goes without saying, because recoilless rifles are pretty much the best handheld AT in the game. Some people might prefer the Panzerschreck for the raw, heart-throbbing damage, but it's tough to argue against the standoff and penetration. Oh, standoff and penetration power of the recoilless rifles from range. Another, what is that? Oh, it's a Nebo-Werfer. So yeah, now it's all over, but the fat lady's singing, and there's not going to be any of that. I'm not fat. Oh, look, it's an off-mat combat group. Oh, it's the savior of everything because it's a mortar and an AT gun. Well, what he really needed was 2 Rangers, 2 M10s, and an AT gun. That might have done it. But instead, well, look at that. Double, boom, boom. See, that's the sort of thing. You damage the engine, then suddenly it's not as big of a deal to take out the King Tiger because you can get your Rangers in close. And so I don't know if I'd agree with Gunnersmate about the infantry AT sucking so much, because you get the AT guns, you get the Rangers. It's not like you can't build M10s or something. Armored Company doesn't have very good AT. I guess what? The Pershing? The Calliope's not a bad. LOL off-map battle group. Yeah, LOL yourself. But yeah, it's all about getting the King Tiger into a position where you can hurt it really bad. Or Smurf Honor. He's not a fucking Smurf. He's Gunnersmate. God damn it. He's famous. But, yeah, it's all about getting the King Tiger into a position where you can deal with it. And if you can't do that, then you're going to be in trouble. He's Gunnersmate. Does nobody know who Gunnersmate is? Wow, this guy's still alive. And still doesn't have Vet 2. Or Vet 3. No, I guess. Yes, obviously no, because he's Gunnersmate. Oh. He built this motorcycle. That's what I was going to say. He was so annoyed at the sniper, he built the motorcycle. Good game, well played. Yes, good game, well played by both players, I'd say. American player got outmatched by Gunnersmate, and that is nothing to be ashamed of, because Gunnersmate, he is everybody's mate. And you know, it's always pissed me off about Company of Heroes. This little thing. It looks like a Rorschach blot, because the tiling is not very good, and that's a technical term, and I should stop talking about that because that's boring, and this game is over. I hope you had nearly as much fun as I did watching this thing, because holy cow, that was a wonderful game. Got to see some great flanks, got to see some crazy stuff going on, and I will bid you adieu, and maybe I'll make some more Company Heroes, maybe I won't. It all depends on whether I get attacked by a giant fish.